Okay, this is my first recording for with my new LECTRIC XP Trike2 750, and just leaving PT right now, just mounting up. I have a whole different position because I don't have a bike mount on this, so I'm using my chest mount, and you're gonna have the perspective of me with the camera mounted on my chest here. I really like this bike. This is my first time really getting it out. This is my trip back. I took a trip up here. It's a 4.5 mile trip. This bike is so unique. Well, different than my other bike. I won't call it unique. It may be a lot of bikes similar to this out there, but a lot of things that are characteristically different about this bike than my HJM Tri Hauler Pro. This is a much lighter bike, and right now I have the complete electronics completely off, and I'm just pedaling, and it's so very little effort to get this thing to pedal without the motor. Unbelievable. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the thing on. There it goes, the screen. I don't know what position, I have no idea how the camera position is to see if it's picking any of this up. But anyway, I'm still doing nothing but manually powered. You see that it's the pedal assist level is in off position. I'm gonna go ahead and start ramping it up and start talking a little bit more about the bike itself, or trike. So now it's in eco mode, and I'm pedaling, and as I pedal, it's gonna go, I think, up to about 7 or 8 miles per hour. Did add my bell, as you can tell. So we're doing 7 miles per hour right now. That's just on coasting. Let's see what it does maximum in pedal mode. 7 miles an hour there. I'm still have to stall to make this turn. So we're just coasting here. Put my flashing arrows on. Okay, so this is a little bit of a downhill grade. Yeah, I'm at 11 miles per hour, but it is on a grade. Very loud truck going by me, and a little bit of wind, so we'll see what the audio looks like when we check it out afterwards. But I really do like this trike. It's a whole different experience than my Tri Hauler. A lot of nuances that are different about it. Okay, so this is called Eco Mode, which is equivalent to Pedal Assist 1 on my most typical bikes. And it looks like pedaling probably about 8 to 9 miles per hour is the max I'm going to get out of this in this Eco Mode. And I can bump it up to, it's called Tour Mode. And as I pedal in Tour Mode, looks like it's 9 miles per hour in Tour Mode, pedaling. my mirrors adjusted here. There we go. All right, so yeah, this I got this over the weekend. So this is my first real ride. I did take it around the block just to see everything's hooked up properly when I got it together on Sunday. And but I haven't ridden since then. I'm starting off with the little throttle. See how the throttle goes? I have it fully maxed out on the throttle. Here comes this big old loud truck again. Okay, so in this tour mode, it just gradually goes up in speed, and it's up to 16 miles per hour. And that's in the tour mode, which is equivalent to pedal assist 2. But it goes in a very, very slow pace to jump up to the 16.2, 16.3. So that's what happens in the tour mode. And I can pedal, and let's do that. I'm gonna wait till I get to the light and I'll start my pedaling. I'm gonna put my turn signals on. Another thing I noticed about this is that the turn signals automatically turn themselves off after a certain period of time. I'll get a little stopwatch and figure out what that time is, but it definitely doesn't stay on extended periods of time, which is a good thing. That's a bad thing I like about the other turn signals is how you forget to turn them off, and there's no audio, and actually no real well, there's somewhat of an indicator, but anyway, I still didn't do my pedaling. I was all throttle. Let's see what we get after we get going this time around. I'm gonna start pedaling. Start off with a pedal, and then see what it takes me up in this pedal assist 2 mode. All right, our lights change, and away we go. Well, that was nice and gradual. This bike is very, very smooth, and one distinguishing characteristic about it from my old bike, this has got to be the absolute quietest bike I've ever been on in my entire life, or been near. It is so silent, so even with the motor on, there's just no noise at all. The quietest thing I've ever heard. When you're pedaling, it's quiet. So some of the characteristics of this bike again is that it has a single speed crankshaft, which means you don't have to change the different gears. My other one is a 6-speed. It has one sprocket on the crank and 6 sprockets on the rear wheel that lets you navigate from 1st to 6th gear. Whereas this one just has just a plain old single speed gear on the crank and a single gear on the rear, but it does vary the resistance. So internally, it gives you the resistance that you can feel as you're pedaling, whether you're pedaling at 7 or 8 miles per hour versus 17 miles per hour. You still feel resistance on this single speed bike, which is amazing in my opinion. I'm just trying to understand it's clearly keyed with some the algorithm of the pedaling, or the pedal assist, is it changes the cranking, or your actual pedal power. So, all right, heading across here. Thank you. So this is an amazing bike. The primary purpose for this bike is to have companion riders. So this will be my secondary bike that I'll have available for people that, when I decide to go on a bike ride, see if they would like to go ahead and ride along with me. So, and I'm just kind of testing it out, getting all the characteristics together on how it works and stuff like that before I hand it over to someone, so I can kind of guide them on how to use it and ride it based on the characteristics I find out. This is a lot simpler and easier riding bike than my HJM. It has a lower center of gravity, so it's easier to maneuver around turns. And all right, we're gonna take the path, the bike path here. I'm in tour mode, or pass 2 mode. Let's see what the thing can do now. A better control. I'm not on the street with all the cars. So it's bumped up to 10 miles per hour in the pedal mode. I'll drop down to 9, 8, 7. I guess because of the resistance, I'm going in a bit of a incline. It knows how to, it feels exactly the same pedaling, but it just slows down a tad in the speed. This is a real different experience on bike riding for me. All right, let's try this again. This tour mode. Can't pedal too fast. My feet try to come off the pedals. So that's the tour mode. I'm gonna try now going into sport mode. There's 2 sports mode. And it definitely has much more kick power. As soon as you start pedaling, I mean, it really kicks in. I'm at 12 miles per hour, 13 miles per hour, and man, in that sport mode, woo! Oh boy, yes, yes, yes. This is interesting. A whole different characteristic of how to ride a bike. Let's see here. Throttle. All right. Throttle and tour mode. I'm up to 15, 16, 17 miles per hour. which is the designated maximum speed. Woo, there was some bumps there. I forgot about this little bumpy side of this bike trail. It's about the only area that really does that. Yeah, this is much more stable and manageable than my HJM. It's a lot lighter, and so it responds much better to your body leaning of your body than the HJM. The HJM is so much heavier that even though you lean your body, it doesn't have as much of an effect as this one, because it's so much lighter. Your body makes a much bigger difference. So, yep, really nice, really, really nice. I hope this video does some justice on explaining some of the characteristics of the bike. I'm going to now go to Turbo 2 mode. That's what it's called, Sport 2 mode. Not Turbo. That's Sport Plus. According to pedal assist 4. The throttle is probably going to be just about the same. I think it's got a little more peppier start. That's kind of what it looks like. Because the maximum speed on the thing is 17. It got that in just the regular sport mode. But when you hit the throttle, it goes much, much faster and more aggressive from the get-go. I mean, it really it kicks in there in that fast speed immediately once you hit that throttle. Versus the eco mode, it just gradually gets from a very, very slow, barely moving, it transitions into a faster mode. But this one, I tell you, no and if buts about it, it does its. I'm gonna have to get on the street here. Yeah, it does. It's a whole different story with this. Get into the sport mode, sport and sport plus. Blinkers on here. I just realized I didn't put my my lights on my helmet. I have lights on my helmet that keeps me lit up, even though it's daylight. You can see it has. Yep. Yeah, I'm amazed at the way the turn signals work on this thing. Woo, we just got some pick up. So this is the equivalent pedal assist 4 called Sport Plus mode, and I'll go ahead and change her up and put it into what's called turbo mode. Let me get my blinkers on so I can get over here to the left. So this is in turbo mode. Let's see how I come off the throttle in this mode. Man, it just instantly, I mean, so the test would be 0 to 17 is the max speed, but going from 0 to 17 in turbo mode is the fastest, and then 0 to 17 a little bit longer in turbo plus mode, and then plain turbo mode is it still goes 0 to 17, but takes a little bit longer. And I believe in tour mode it may get up to 17, but it takes a considerably longer time. So that's the better way of explaining the differences in the throttle only for those different modes. So I need to do a little bit more pedaling in those different modes to give you an idea of that as well. Maybe I can get that in before I get to my house. It's a little bumpy right here, so I'm gonna kind of. All right, so 17.3 is what I'm doing on full throttle. I'm just gonna take the throttle off, and I'm gonna start pedaling. Start pedaling now. Woo! Yes, as I start pedaling, it kicks in. It sees that I'm not going 17. As soon as I start pedaling, it brings me up to 17. I can pedal slow, just slow as I want to. As long as my feet are moving, it's going to try to keep me at that 17 in this turbo mode. So that's how it works. So, and you feel a little resistance in doing that. Even though your feet are moving, and it's like your feet are moving in slow motion, but the bike is going, it's full speed. So, hey, I'm gonna switch it down to Sport 1 mode, or Sport Plus mode rather, and pedal. Yeah, let's see, here we go. And it's got some considerable pickup there, but not as spunky as that turbo mode. That turbo mode is the fastest. So this one is doing pretty similar, but it didn't do it as fast as the turbo mode. It got to 17, but a few extra pedal modes or pedal rotations before it got to the 17. And then as I pedal, it'll keep me at that 17. So this is nice. It's a different experience, man. As long as you're pedaling. All right. It's not really that ghost pedaling type of thing, because you do feel a resistance as you pedal. Now, I have it on what's called the torque sensor mode. So it looks to give you some feedback sensation on your feet as you're using the pedals. Whereas there's another mode called cadence sensor mode, which all you do is just you move your pedals, and I haven't done this, but my understanding is that by just rotating the pedals, you don't have any feeling of resistance, but it does keep the bike moving. So you don't. One of them you have a feeling of resistance, the other one you don't. So now I'm at another stop sign here. I'm gonna go down to plain old sport instead of Sport Plus mode. I'm in sport mode, and I'll see how I take off on my stop from this mode. And just kind of test this out. I think I only have, this is my last stop before stop sign or light. So I may have to do some creative things to get the next mode. So yeah, this is in sport mode. Still got that kick. Man, it's got the, I really can't tell much difference between sport and Sport Plus. All right, got the 17.3. Let's try something here. I'm gonna bring it down to tour mode, and I'm just gonna do a stop right here at the intersection, even though, oh, we got the metro here. I'm just gonna stop here and try to see what the sensation is like when I go from the stop in the tour mode to start the pedaling. There we go. Yep. Definitely no neck thrashing as you go into the pedaling. So I'm pedaling now, and this has gone up to 8 miles per hour. And keep pedaling. 9 miles per hour. 10 miles per hour, 11 miles per hour. Just keep pedaling. I still feel the same resistance, 12 miles per hour. Gotta watch myself, make sure I don't start ghost pedaling, and that's not, I'm not comfortable ghost pedaling because my feet tend to, there's not enough resistance to keep my feet on the pedals for me to feel comfortable with. So I'm gonna say that my comfort level would be, as pedaling in this tour mode would get me up to 13 miles per hour. I have to pedal too fast, that I'm faster than I'm comfortable with, to get more than that out of it. Yep, 13, just pedaling, still feeling the sensation. All right, so this is tour mode. Let me go to throttle, see if it does anything more than the 13, 14 miles per hour. Okay, in throttle, I'm getting up to 15. Slowly 16. All right, so it looks like it tops out at 16 miles per hour in full throttle mode on the tour setting, according to pedal assist 2. Alrighty, now let's go to, I'm gonna go to eco mode, and just try to illustrate my last stretch before I get to the house. What it feels like going from eco mode and pedaling, and when it gets up to, probably won't be able to get up to top speed because I don't have very far to go. Okay, so in eco mode, I start off, and it's a very slow, smooth start. I'm pedaling as fast as I was in the other modes. I was doing 15, 16 miles per hour in the other modes, whereas I'm ghost pedaling right now, almost, and I've gotten up to 10 miles per hour in the eco mode, 11. So it still seems to be increasing. It just does it in a much slower fashion. All right.